So welcome again to another eTIMS tutorial video, and in this video you're looking at using your eCitizen account to do your eTIMS. So you can always go to your ecitizen.kra.go.ke and you go to sign in. You sign in using your eCitizen, and once you sign in using your eCitizen, you run into the backend of eTIMS on eCitizen. This is how the backend looks like, of course, to show your details. And then if you just scroll, you'll be able to see organizations that you have that are linked to your PIN. So to do an invoice with your eCitizen KRA, you log into your portal, you go to on the right menu where you have invoices, eTIMS invoicing, and then you tap create an invoice. So once you hit tap create an invoice, you need to pick your setting to who. So I can just pick my client is not having a PIN. Just type TBC. So once I add my client needs me to type a valid number, 70600 875. Then you add the item. This is training. My selling price you put. So I'm just doing this for a demo. So you have put in your customer's name. Of course, use an individual, use their PIN, use an organization, use their PIN, so that they can be able to take advantage of claiming that as an input. So once you've already pre-filled this information, you can save it as a draft, or you can create an invoice. So you have an invoice of your client, of course, showing your details, the client details, and the product. So you can always you can send that invoice, or you can actually download that invoice. Note is that the invoice is different in terms of the outlook from the invoice from eTIMS Online. You can see the outlook. This is one of the simplified options to do an eTIMS, because you just need to log into your eCitizen, activate eTIMS, and then you can be able to raise an eTIMS from there. If you want to raise a credit note, you just go to credit notes. You go to your invoices. So this is the invoice that we just did. You can click view that invoice, and you can be able to raise a credit note for that invoice that you want to adjust. So a credit note will arise out of you have an issue with how you raised your invoice in terms of maybe the amount, or maybe the clients you sold to have returned their goods. You can always raise a credit note. You have to give reasons for why you are raising this credit note. Is it a missing quantity, damage, or refund? And once you do that, the credit note is raised. So this is how you do a credit note on eCitizen. I would also want to show you how to do buyer initiated. Unlike eTIMS Online, you can raise a buyer initiated invoice from your eCitizen. So a buyer initiated invoice is whereby, as the seller, it is the obligation, as a buyer, it is the obligation of the person who is selling to you to give you an invoice. But we have cases whereby some people are not able to raise for you an invoice. We always give examples of, maybe you are in the people in the informal sector, the jewelry sector. They may not be in a position to raise an eTIMS invoice, and you can be able to do a reverse invoice. So a reverse invoice is as if you are selling to yourself. So you come to buyer initiated and create an invoice. So as you create an invoice, is this a transaction business to business or business to customer? and you can add their details. So give an example, maybe you're having repairs and there's a fundi who is doing some work and they cannot be able to raise an invoice. You can be able to do a reverse invoicing. So you come and you can either use their KRA pin, or you can actually use the ID number. You can use the manual option where you just type in their ID. Of course, most people don't know their KRA pin offhead, but they have their ID number. So if they give you the ID number, you're able to type in that ID and validate. And once you do that, you get their details, and then you can always add the services that you're paying for. And once you submit, that other party will get an SMS from KRA, because as you're doing this, you have indicated their details. So they will get an SMS for them to confirm. Once they confirm, they are going to have validated that. It's the same case we have a reverse call, whereby when you do a reverse call, the other party has to confirm. So even with reverse invoicing, that other party has to confirm that they actually, you're actually transacting in business. So as you can see over here, I have some reverse invoices. So once you initiate a reverse invoicing, you'll see if it's a draft or pending invoices, they should reflect under your buy initiated invoices pending. So if that person has not confirmed, it will be showing as pending. Once they complete, they have validated, you'll find it here under completed. You can see I have sample, I have some reverse invoiced invoices that actually the people I was buying from, they could not give me an invoice, but I did a reverse invoice. They did validate and confirm, and I have my invoices. This is how you do a reverse invoicing using eCitizen. What else you'll get on eCitizen eTIMS? Under eTIMS, you have reports. So reports is showing your invoices. This one will only show those invoices that you have done using eCitizen. The system is also not updated to show purchases reports as is with eTIMS Online. So remember, you can always log into your eCitizen and go to eTIMS, activate eTIMS and raise your eTIMS invoices from your eCitizen, and you'll be a compliant taxpayer because your buyers will be able to claim the purchases. You can even do a reverse invoicing for those purchases whereby those sellers are not able to give you eTIMS invoices. So that is how to use eCitizen eTIMS. Unless there's any question, you can always type them on the comment section. Thank you.